So before I begin giving you guys my review of NXT Takeover 25, I want to take the time to thank my primo, my homie, the amazing Salrex, for once again hitting another home run. So I did say that Salrex is going to be designing a new logo for Around the Point. And it's going to debut literally on this week's episode of Around the Point, which will be dropping Sunday around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The interview with myself and OKFabe and Matt from In the Rope Show. But also, Salrex has taken the liberty to make a new Team Heel podcast logo. Caught me by surprise. Caught me completely by surprise. And I'm happy to now reveal to you guys the new Team Heel podcast logo. I literally think this is amazing. Salrex has done it again. But ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the new Team Heel podcast logo. Voila, look at that. Fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Salrex has done it again. This is fucking beautiful. And if you are a YouTuber, a podcaster out there, and you want awesome graphics and overlays and logos done for your YouTube channel, your podcast, feel free to hit up the homie over on Twitter at SRX GFX on Twitter. That is his Twitter handle. Hit him up. Not only does he do graphic designs for myself, but he also does graphic designs for JD from New York 206, the Solomonster, House of Glory, and as well as Big Mike. So there's one thing that, again, JD from NY 206, the Solomonster, House of Glory, Big Mike, and myself, we all have one thing in common. We have, literally on our team, the best graphic designer in the IWC today. Hands fucking down. The best graphic designer. Period. You want quality, hit him up. Hit him up on Twitter. Tell him that I sent you, and he'll work with you. Again, you give him an idea, and 9 times out of 10, when I hit up Salrex for design, stuff like that, I tell him, like, yo, have fun with it. I don't really have that much of an input, if you will, because I trust Salrex. I trust him enough to know that, yo, he's going to just literally hit it out of the park. It's like Messi doing that free kick against Liverpool in the Champions League. Literally. It's been a crazy Saturday. But anywho, guys, this is your NXT Takeover 25 review. Officially in the books. This is fucking amazing. It really, really is. A part of me just wants to do a review with just a voiceover, but then again, I'm going to be on the video too. But Takeover is officially in the books. You can see me now. Holy crap. It's been a crazy Saturday. Overall. Liverpool in the Champions League. Anthony Joshua got TKO'd the fuck out. Alexander Gus was apparently retired. And today, this Saturday, we had a takeover from NXT. And I said this in my predictions. This was probably the least hyped takeover that I can remember in a long time. This was their first takeover since Takeover the End that was not part of a big weekend for WWE. And I said this also in my predictions. You know, if WWE is ever going to respond to AEW and Double or Nothing, it's going to be with NXT. And I feel like tonight they did their response to Double or Nothing. Here's the thing about it, okay? Double or Nothing last week from AEW was a great show. Don't get me the fuck wrong. But I feel like, in my honest opinion, in my humble opinion, and people are going to say, oh, you're a WWE fanboy. Fuck you for saying that. And you know what? It is what it is. You're entitled to your opinion. But again, I've actually praised Double or Nothing in my review. I feel like NXT tonight showed that, hey, less is good. And hear me out on this, okay? Double or Nothing did a great show, but it was a 5-hour long a fucking pay-per-view. They had a lot of clutter that really did not need to be on the pay-per-view. And I get it. People will say, oh, but you know, Steve, WWE's main roster, a lot of their pay-per-views as of late have been 5 hours long. And yes, you are right. And you know what? Those pay-per-views, 9 times out of 10, usually shit the bed. They usually shit the bed. NXT tonight, TakeOver 25, which was arguably the least hyped takeover, like I mentioned. You know how long the show was? 2 hours and 38 minutes. And from beginning to the end, it delivered. I literally thought, you know what? This was going to be the one. You know what? It just may not, live up to the expectations, if you will. But I was proven wrong. And like I said before, less is good. Remember that. And I hope AEW learns that, you know what? Less is good. You don't need a 5-hour fucking pay-per-view to have an amazing fucking show. You don't. And NXT, again, here with a 2 hour and 38 minute of a show, every match I felt like delivered, hands fucking down, in my honest opinion. And like I said before, you know what? WWE isn't phased. So when people say, oh, WWE's in trouble with AEW, no, you know what they're going to do? They're going to respond with NXT. Hell, I would not be surprised if they decide to, you know what, air a takeover every time AEW does a fucking pay-per-view. Just to be fucking dicks. Speaking of which, they announced that on August 31st, there will be a NXT UK takeover Cardiff on August 31st, ironically on the same day as All Out, which will be AEW's, I guess, their second coming of All In, if you will, in Chicago. So they'll be going head-to-head, even though TakeOver UK will take place early on in the day because they're in the UK. So there's that. TakeOver Cardiff on August 31st. If you want to check me on all social media, hit me up. All social media is at HeelSteven. That's Twitter, that's the Gram, YouTube, Snapchat, and all those fun places. Feel free to hit me up on all those platforms. Also, episode 296 of the T-Mail podcast was recorded this past Friday. It's up on the video archives. If you want to give that a listen, a lot of stuff was discussed. We gave our thoughts on the whole Jon Moxley Talk is Jericho podcast that was done this past Wednesday, and our thoughts on that and all that fun stuff. To my understanding, Jon Moxley did another interview or another podcast, this time with Wade Keller, which I have not watched yet. People tell me to go give it a watch. I will probably give it a watch. I'll probably give it a listen, if you will, more correctly here. I'll give it a listen, likely tomorrow while I'm at work, whatnot. But yeah, there's that as well. So let's get into this review. Like I said, 5 matches on the show. And like I said before, I enjoyed myself. I really, really did. Keep this in mind, I didn't watch it live. I did not watch it live. I watched it literally on replay because I came back from work. And when I came back, it was already like at the end of the main event. So I saw at the end of the main event, I saw Adam Cole win the NXT Championship. Awesome. Good for him. But as always, guys, give me your thoughts on TakeOver. Did you like the show or not? Did you feel the same way that I felt, that, hey, this was their response to Double or Nothing? And what was your favorite match on the show? You can let me know in the comment threads of the video, or if not, let me know over on Twitter at HeelSteven. So, the show, like I said, was in Bridgeport, Connecticut. The most random place you can do a takeover. Walter was actually live at the show, so there was that too. But the show kicked off with Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong. This was actually, in my opinion, a fun way to kick off the show. The crowd was on their feet. Just back and forth, a good work rate match. I said that in my prediction. This would probably be the work rate match, if you will. And it fucking delivered to kick off the show. Just crazy back and forth. These two guys, again, just kicking out of a lot of near falls here. Kicking out of finishers. Basically the kind of match you would see on the independents if they were both still on the indies. I do think they did had a. I do believe, as far as I can remember, they had a match in PWG. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on it. Or they had a match at Evolve, one or the other before signing with WWE. But again, it was a fun match. It really was a fun match. There was moments where Roderick Strong do like these running knees while fucking Matt Riddle was he literally laying on the rope. Just crazy stuff you could just think of, right? Strong had the stronghold locked in as well. Riddle got out of that. And there's moments too where Riddle had in the bro mission. He had it locked in. And Roddy found the way to get out of it. Usually, anyone that gets locked in the bro mission, except if you Velveteen Dream, of course, they found a way to escape. And Roddy was the first one to actually make it happen. He was the first guy to escape out of the bro mission that I can think of in NXT. And it was all said and done, Matt Riddle hit the bro dirk and an inverted gotch neutralizer to get the win. So Matt Riddle wins the match. Now, to my understanding, Matt Riddle, from what it looks like, will potentially be the next number one contender for the NXT Championship. And considering what happened in the main event, it makes a lot of sense. It really does. We then had what I thought, in my opinion, was probably one of the candidates for match of the night. The ladder match to determine the new NXT Tag Team Champions, because again, the War Raiders, Viking Experience, they relinquished the NXT Tag Team titles. I noticed too, every single belt now has a Velcro strap. And nothing against it. I'm not saying, it sucks or anything like that. I get it. It's easy to put on, whatever. But I noticed that like every single title now has a Velcro strap. Now, again, like I said, I don't have an issue with it. I guess on the new belts, fine, but I can only picture the Intercontinental Championship with the Velcro strap. It's gonna look ugly because of the white strap. Or I guess the women's championships, because again, they're both white leather straps, but we'll see. But again, every title now has a fucking Velcro strap. I noticed that. But this match was a fucking brutal match. I shit you not. This was a fucking brutal fucking match. It's like literally the most brutal shit I've ever seen in NXT in a long time. Well, the ladder match, that is, right? I think the MVP of this match, hands fucking down, has to go to Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly here took a fucking beating. There were moments in the match where Kyle O'Reilly had a welt on his back. Fucking welts. Like, this guy been in a fucking car wreck. It's like, oh my god, poor guy, yo. People notice this also. Oh my god, I think Kyle O'Reilly like lost his tooth in the match too. Like, his front tooth was missing. To my understanding, Kyle O'Reilly always had a missing tooth. Like, he had like a freaking, fake tooth to replace it, whatever. And usually during the matches, I guess he would sell that, oh my god, his tooth flew out. So I thought that was, again, a good minor detail in the match. People caught on to that. Great. But again, just all the stuff they did here in this match, everyone in general was great. And was it Montez Ford jumped outside of the ring? He jumped from the corner he jumped from the outside. Well, I guess Kyle and Bobby Fish were holding onto a ladder up in midair and shit. And freaking Montez Ford jumps like he flew over the ladder, over the top rope, onto the outside of the ring. There's a moment in the match where freaking, I'm going to say Gunner, because I don't really remember his name from the Forgotten Sons. I know it's another name, but I'm going to just call him Gunner for the sake of calling him Gunner. I know him as Gunner. Got out there, and he, I guess, took out everyone in the match as well. Again, everyone here shined, okay? Everyone here shined. when it was all said and done, it looked like, it really did, that the Forgotten Sons were going to win. But then Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins got involved at the end, and Montez Ford climbed the ladder and grabbed the titles, and now the Street Profits are the new NXT Tag Team Champions. I think overall it made a lot of sense having those two guys win the tag team title. It was long overdue in my opinion, and good for them. Good for them. I think them as tag team champions, the crowd's behind them, which I'm not surprised. I don't think the gimmick will fly on the main roster. That's my honest opinion, but I could be wrong on that. But I think, again, them winning here is great, and you can do a program, them and the Forgotten Sons, them in the Undisputed Era. I guess them two, and Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch, which, by the way, they also had a good showing in this match as well. That being Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan. God damn, it's fucking almost 2 a.m, okay? Just bear with me on this, okay? So there was that as well. Again, a very crazy ladder match. Kyle O'Reilly took an ass beating here, but he was the MVP of the match, in my honest opinion. We then had the North American Championship match. The North American Championship match between the Velveteen Dream defending the championship versus the return of Tyler Breeze. Now, I did say in my prediction that, hey, the reason why I think he's in NXT, not because, oh my god, they decided to bring him down there, no, because again, it's NXT 25, and they want to bring back a guy that was from NXT back in the day. And granted, they could have brought out there, I guess, Kevin Owens or Finn Balor or Nakamura or Samoa Joe or Bobby Roode. But I think, if anything, yeah, bring out their Tyler Breeze. Bring him back, because he really isn't doing anything right now. So fuck it, bring him back for this one match. And honestly, for some people, they enjoyed the match. I thought overall it was a good match, but I felt like this was like a good TV match. This is something they could have done on TV. And again, I'm not saying it was a bad match or anything like that. I'm not saying that, okay? I thought overall, again, the match was very good for what it was. Dream tried to hit Breeze with the North American Championship, but Breeze blocked it. Right? The referee took the belt away. And then Dream used the distraction to hit the Dream Valley Driver and then the Purple Rainmaker elbow drop for the win. One thing, too, though, as well, and I noticed this, too, like, there wasn't that much oomph in Tyler Breeze's, like, entrance and shit like that. I guess now that he's on the main roster, it's whatever now and shit, but, again, it was a very good, solid match for a takeover, even though I feel like, at the same time, it was probably my least favorite match on the show, if I can be honest. Again, every match was good. Don't get me the fuck wrong, but if I'm to, like, say my least favorite, is probably this one right here, in my honest opinion. At the end of the match, though, they end up taking a selfie, so there was that too. We then had the NXT Women's Championship match. We had Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai. This was also a very interesting match because, again, it was back and forth as well. Io Shirai hung in there too. She hit these kicks and slaps, and she did a moonsault, to my recollection here. There's a moment where, I guess, Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir try to come out. They try to, like, interfere, if you will. And Candice LeRae, with a kendo stick, literally let them both have it, if you will, with the kendo stick. And I get that distracted Io Shirai. It distracted her, where it caused Shayna Baszler to lock in the Kurofuda clutch. And you see Io Shirai trying to fight it off, but couldn't do it. Eventually, she got locked in the move again, and that's where Io Shirai actually looked like she tapped out, and the match was over. It kind of, you can also say, it fell flat a little bit, but I thought for what it was okay. I really did not see Shayna dropping the belt here. I really didn't see that happening. At the end of the match, Io Shirai proceeded to grab the kendo stick and beat the fuck out of Shayna Baszler. Candice LeRae handed her a steel chair, and Io Shirai did a moonsault while holding onto the steel chair and landing on Shayna Baszler. Oh my god, it was crazy. It was fucking pandemonium and shit. Looks like the feud isn't over, so there's that as well. They aired a vignette of Damian Priest formerly known as Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor. So it looks like he'll be making his, I guess, return, or I guess they finally found something for him to do on TV. So there's that. It's good for them on that as well. They fucking had literally just sitting there, right? They had Stephanie McMahon just sitting there in the crowd. Hooray, happy to be there. Awesome, right? And you know, if you're watching it, right, you see there also in the background, Britt Baker. The same Britt Baker who wrestled this past Saturday night against Nyla Rose and Kylie Ray and Awesome Kong at AEW Double or Nothing. In case you guys don't know, Britt Baker is signed to AEW. Also, she is the girlfriend of Adam Cole. So, of course, she'll be there to show support, show love. There's that, too. Surprised, I'm going to be honest, I'm surprised that WWE never really thought about signing Britt Baker to a deal. I'm surprised they let her slip by, to be honest. It's like she slipped through the cracks. Surprised by that one. We then had the main event, the big rematch, Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano 2. Gargano defending the NXT Championship. This match was fucking insane. I'll even say this. I thought this match was better than the match from TakeOver New York. Keep this in mind. I was there at the Barclays Center this past WrestleMania weekend for that match. 2 out of 3 falls match that they had. I think more too because it wasn't a gimmicked match. And honestly, I'm not really big on 2 out of 3 fall matches. I'm really not. And I thought because of that, this match was a little better. Again, the crowd was on the edge of their seats. It was a very pro Adam Cole crowd too. Again, it's the Northeast, right? So that made a lot of sense too. It's like if Adam Cole didn't win, oh my God, the place would have fucking rioted. I get that feeling, right? And again, a good crazy back and forth match. Cole attacked Gargano's knee throughout the entire match. There's a moment in the match where Adam Cole does a super kick while Gargano goes for a suicide dive to the outside of the ring. And then he proceeds, Adam Cole that is, right, to go on the apron and hit the Panama Sunrise on a Gargano on the fucking ringside floor. It looked like that hurt. Like, holy crap. That's not a spot I would have taken, in my honest opinion, especially on the outside. It's one thing if you do it in the ring. That's great. Awesome, right? The visual of Adam Cole doing it. Because usually when Cole does it, he jumps off the middle turnbuckle, right? Jumps and then does like a Canadian Destroyer. This time, he jumps off the apron and onto the floor. And Gargano's just, his head is bouncing off the fucking mat. Just the fucking mat and shit. It looked like, poor, just please don't fuck that up, if you will, okay? But again, it could crazy back and forth. There's a moment in this match where Adam Cole locks into Gargano escape. Gargano locks into Gargano escape. Then Cole locks it in, and then Gargano hits the final shot, and then Cole hit the final shot where Gargano kicked out. Again, just a crazy back and forth match. Everyone was on the edge of their fucking seat, just like TakeOver New York. The same fucking way. Oh my God, the near fall after near fall. They literally had you thinking, oh my God, the match is over. And when it wasn't, oh my God, holy crap, it happened. Right? And there's a moment in the match where Gargano locks in Gargano escape. But because his knee's in pain, right, he had to position his legs a different way. To which Adam Cole countered it. And it reminded me a lot, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but 2013 when Dolph Ziggler cashed in on Del Rio, right? Del Rio had the cross arm breaker locked in on Ziggler. But keep this in mind, prior to that, he wrestled Jack Swagger, and Jack Swagger locked in the Patriot lock and went and let go of Del Rio's leg. And Del Rio was injured on his leg because of that. So Ziggler capitalized on the fact that, hey, Del Rio had an injured leg, then locked in the zigzag for the 1-2-3. And it reminded me of that. Yeah, Gargano was in fucking pain. Adam Cole grabs the leg, the injured leg, and then hits another Panama Sunrise, this time in the ring, and then does the final shot for the 1-2-3. And Adam Cole is now the new NXT champion. Long overdue. to my understanding, and they made this, and they literally got this understanding too. Adam Cole is now the second Triple Crown champion behind Johnny Gargano. Makes sense too. You think about it, right? Adam Cole was the first North American champion. He defended the tag titles at TakeOver New Orleans the same night he won the North American title in that tag team match with Kyle O'Reilly, right? And now he's the NXT champion. Good for him. Awesome. At the same time, please God, do not send these fuckers to the main roster. Not anytime soon. No. But like I said before, TakeOver New York, TakeOver 25 was, again, a very enjoyable show. Another amazing takeover. And again, like I said before, you know, if you're WWE and you want to respond to AEW Double or Nothing, why the fuck would you use the main roster when you have NXT? And NXT also has this plethora of talent that people go crazy for and shit. And that's their response. They're going to use NXT to respond to AEW. That's the vibe I got from this as well. And I don't know if you guys, and honestly, I don't know if you guys caught this or not, but on commentary, Nigel McGuinness said this at the beginning of the show, that they are going to once again prove why they, that being NXT, is the real alternative. And I'm hearing this, I'm like, bruh, you do realize that NXT is part of WWE. NXT is under the WWE budget. So I don't know what the fuck. It was kind of funny, but I get what he was trying to say. If you will, I get it. Totally understandable. But again, I enjoyed the show. Guys, give me your thoughts on TakeOver 25. Your thoughts on anything that I said, as always. I welcome your feedback, whether it's in the comment threads or if not on YouTube. That being obviously the comment threads on YouTube, or if not on the Twitter at Heel Steven. Also, you can check me on Instagram, YouTube, the Snapchat, the Twitters, all at Heel Steven. I want to thank again Salrex. If you are again a podcaster, a YouTuber, and you want awesome graphics and overlays done for your YouTube channel, your podcast, whatever the fuck it may be, hit him up at SRX GFX on Twitter. That's Salrex on Twitter. Okay? Tell him that I sent you and you want awesome graphics, overlays, logos done for your YouTube channel or your podcast. Not only does he do graphic designs for me, but also for JD from NY206, the Solomonster, House of Glory, Big Mike from Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show. So again, a list of a who's who that uses the services of the amazing Salrex. And again, Salrex himself has done, again, all these crazy logos for me. The new logo for the Team Mail podcast, you can see right there. Also, I'll be debuting the new Around the Point logo that was designed by Salrex later on the new episode of Around the Point, where I will be interviewing both OKayfabe, you all may know him as Connor, but also as OKayfabe, and the return of Matt from In the Rope Show, his first time back on YouTube in 3 years. It's a 2-part interview. It'll be dropping, part 1 that is, will be dropping later on today. So make sure you watch that when it drops. But again, this is fucking beautiful. This logo itself is fucking beautiful. Salrex has done it again. But as always, guys, hate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all, I'm Steve, and I'm out like Janice Titties. Peace out, y'all. God damn, y'all. Salrex has done it again. Fucking beautiful logo. I just can't stop saying it. Really cannot stop saying it. But that was TakeOver, y'all. I guess now the response is, what is AEW gonna do now? Only time will tell. But we shall see. Brr.